As you can see, I'm clearly qualified to have this conversation, but I would like to ask whoever over at Vogue decided this was a good idea to post this. So apparently this man, Tom Smith, I guess he might work for Vogue or something, but he's a hairstylist, and apparently, according to Vogue, Tom Smith says that the cloud bob is a rounded haircut with a soft, airy silhouette. The cloud bob plays well with wavy, curly, and coily thick hair that has natural movement and volume. Unlike the architecturally bobs of seasons past, this version is light, weightless, and characterized by its effortless lift and movement, he adds, noting that it can be customized by a variety of face shapes to maintain the style's light and airy vibe. Use a lightweight curl cream to avoid weighing your hair down. Then, to make it worse, they used a picture of Tracee Ellis Ross to describe the cloud bob. Now, as a person who has an afro, and yes, it's an afro, not a cloud bob, I very much look up to Tracee Ellis Ross and her afro. I think her afro is incredibly beautiful, and I love it. But the way I'm wearing my hair right now is an afro. It's an afro. It's been an afro. It'll continue to be an afro. And to rename a hairstyle that's been around for almost over 60 years is incredibly culturally appropriative, just like you do with every other black hairstyle that ever has existed, whether it's, cornrows into boxer braids, whether it's Bantu knots and trying to rename those. Like, you just continue to rename and reculturally appropriate our hairstyles. And then when we tell you to stop doing that because it's disrespectful to us who have been discriminated against our entire lives, our culture has been discriminated against for wearing these hairstyles for millennium, you want to get mad. But you don't get to get mad. You don't get to rename our hairstyles, and you don't get to put them on a white face. You just don't get to do it because they don't have the hair texture for it, and because it's something that is very black. Okay? It is something that is just very black. And to rename something like the afro, which came out of a movement, the Black Power movement, where we were trying to take back our power as black people in America who were colonized and forced to wear hairstyles that were not of our natural hair texture, were not natural to us, and we were going back to our roots, and then y'all culturally appropriated. Even back then, when the Black Power movement was going on, and the Black Panthers were wearing their afros proudly, and other black people wearing their afros proudly, and even back then, white people wanted to wear afro wigs. Even on Halloween, to become a hippie or to represent the 60s and 70s, people will wear afro wigs all the time. And it just is so annoying. And the cultural appropriation of black hair never stops, because we can't go out in public wearing our natural hair all the time because there are going to be people who look at us weird. Or we can't go to, get a job with our natural hair out. Or we can't go to school with our natural hair out because in extreme cases, our hair has been cut or our hair has been lit on fire. Like, it's all of these things. And that's why things like the Crown Act are really important. Because it helps to protect us as black people and our hair. And that matters, and that's important. So when big companies like Vogue come out and try to rename something that is culturally and spiritually black, it's not okay. It's not okay, and it's sickening to me, and I'm tired of it, okay? When a lot of us, especially as black girls, when we go, and black women, when we go natural, it means a lot. Because we are taking back our power in a lot of ways. We are taking back our power from these European beauty standards. Because a lot of us, we did feel like we had to straighten our hair growing up. Because y'all would make fun of us. Or because y'all would tell us we look terrible or unprofessional or whatever it is. And We felt like we had to straighten our hair because that was the only way you could wear it because y'all made us feel bad about it. But now we're taking back our power and we're wearing our hair in a way that our ancestors wore it, and now you want to culturally appropriate it and call it all kinds of names like cloud bobs. Miss me with the BS because it's really tiring and I'm sick of it, and I'm tired of y'all culturally appropriating black hair. It's really annoying. And on the other spectrum, you just don't have the hair texture. And that's why we call you out on it so much, because you don't have the hair texture. And in many ways, especially when you culture appropriate, our braided hairstyles, your hair is going to fall out. And we try to tell you that, but you don't listen because you want to be hard-headed. And then when it does, you want to get mad. We try to tell you, but you don't listen. So it's just infuriating all around, but seriously, stop trying to culture appropriate black hair. Stop trying to call it all kinds of different names that they aren't. This is an afro. This will always be an afro. And this is a cultural symbol that I absolutely love, my black hair. And I always will. And me wearing it this way reminds me that I am doing exactly what my ancestors wanted me to do. Wear my hair and be proud of who I am as a black woman. Miss me with the BS. Miss me with the BS. So freaking annoying.